They said loyalty lives in scars and lies, written on knuckles, never in eyes. We shared the same smoke, same dirty cash, same trembling hands after every clash. We split the spoils in a backroom hush, promises sealed in adrenaline rush. But greed crawls in like a shadowed snake, whispers softly, take, take, take. He smiled at me like a lifelong brother while selling my name to another. Now every drink tastes like betrayal and rust, and I've got work to do because trust turned to dust. Doors swing slow, the room holds breath. Someone here already feels dead. This is a blood oath broken in a trembling room, where the music stops and knives resume. You don't get to trade my life for yours, you don't walk free through shattered doors. I gave you loyalty, you handed back doom. Now I'm carving justice in this back room. He won't meet my stare, he stares at the floor, plays innocent like we ain't been here before. Handshake slow as he reaches to speak, voice cracks thin, suddenly weak. Table vibrates when my fist comes down, laughter dies cold all around. This ain't rage, this is mathematics, crime and balance, brutal and static. He chose betrayal, signed the page. Now I just finished the final stage. Friendship is easy when nobody bleeds. Honor is proven when someone pleads. He thought he'd live after selling my name, but an oath ain't a joke, it's a loaded game. Glass on the floor, breath like thunder, everyone quiet, no more wonder. Glass on the floor, breath like thunder, everyone quiet, no more wonder. This wheel's the blood oath sealed in truth. He shattered in chasing ruthless youth. Now every lie stains the walls in red, every whisper silenced, every rumor dead. You don't sell a brother, then beg, breathe. You signed your fate the moment you chose to leave. One chair falls, room exhales, silence wins, story ends.
Two-lane road, red and blue in the rear. Lightning walks closer year after year.
Paper targets turned into living skin. Started as a game, turned into a sin. You can't wipe clean what the night records. Every mile is paved with uncut chords.
Radio whisper says my time ran out, but my engine roars, drowning every doubt.
Guardrail shivers as I blow right past, heart like a fuse burning way too fast. When the county line collapses under my wheels, I'm the fracture in the law that never heals. I'm the crack in the bench, the stain on the road, a full metal storm in the overload. If they close the border with fire and steel, I'll still find a seam they can't seal. Sign says last exit and flickering light. I grin at the warning and lean in the night. Rearview mirror shows a fever chase. Lines on my face I can't erase. I don't seek peace, I don't seek fame, just a way to outrun my own name. They build fences for men like me. Lines on maps, chains you can't see, but some hearts were born without a safe speed. Bleeding heartbeat slow.
Sirens thin into a distant home. but the shaking in my chest won't come undone.
When the county line collapses under my wheels and the night stops hiding all my deals, if the law breaks through with a loaded hand, I'll still be the fault line in their land.
I'm the crack in the badge, the stain on the road, the final overload they can't decode. I'm the crack in the badge, the stain on the road, the final overload they can't decode. One long skid mark, then quiet scream, only tire smoke where I used to be seen.
Locked me in a coffin made of brick and steel. Said the walls would teach me how to feel, but the worst of what I am ain't in these bars. It's sitting in my chest like stolen stars. I traded kindness for a razor tongue, turned every soft breath cruel and young. Now my name's a rumor on a busted tie, spoken in half-tone, sharpened by fear. Car keys rattle like a cheap brass choir, intercom hums with a broken wire. This is my brick cell gospel, stained and wild, sung in the voice of a feral child. No clean absolution, no white room choirs, concrete faith and barbed wire fire. Slip quiet through the vent at night, folded instructions on how to fight. We barter favors with a coded glance, swap future violence for a present chance. Names get etched on the laundry list, one wrong word and you cease to exist. This ain't repentance, this is math, every sin answered down the path. They say this place can break a man. All it did was show me exactly who I am. The emergency light paints a tear blood red, footsteps drum over someone's dread. Hey! Brick cell gospel echoing low, no one say just what we sow. If there's a choir for creatures like me, it's still on steel in block C. Yeah. Hey. Hey. One string rings, door slams twice, silence signs the final price. This half-demon, this song is called Half-Demon's Old Chain Gang Lullaby. Sudden beat down on the back of my neck, chain on my ankle, life a wreck. God on the hill with his mirrored eyes, can't see his face, only my own lies. Sweat runs red where the shackle rubs, dust in my lungs, dirt in my scrubs. Swing that tool till the world goes dim, all this time and it's still just him. This is my chain gang lullaby, singing to myself just to not ask why. Rock and dust and busted pride, everything else got left outside. If I ever walk free, I'll still carry this sky, humming that fucking half-demon old chain gang lullaby. next to me did worse than I. Laughs when he talks about watching folks cry. He says I'm soft for giving a damn, but at least I know exactly who I am. I ain't innocent, I ain't framed. I swung first, I lit that flame. But there's a line I won't step past, even if my temper outshouts my last. Night in the bunk with the steel bed grown, concrete pillow and a mind full of stone. You can't outrun what your hands have done. You just count it slow, one by one. Some men pray and some men crack. Some go quiet and never come back. Me, I mutter to the dark and dust, cussing myself and what I trust. This is my chain gang lullaby, singing to myself just to not ask why. Rock and dust and busted pride, everything else got left outside. If I ever walk free, I'll still carry this sky, humming that fucking half-demon chain gang lullaby. If I keep my head and swallow my heat, might see the day these chains lift off my feet. But the man they send back through that gate won't be the same one that walked in late. He'll be carved by sun and rust and blame, branded deep with his own damn name. And if I slip, if I fall back in, that's on my will, not on my sin. This is my chain gang lullaby, singing to myself just to not ask why. Rock and dust and busted pride, everything else got left outside. If I ever walk free, I'll still carry this sky, humming that half-demon old chain gang lullaby. Center of town, never sat where the lights look down. Our handshakes live where the lampposts blind, where cameras blur and records unwind. Phones left cold in a metal tin, every color door we won't step in. No witnesses, no names. Shadows, we talk in code. Every soft word hides a heavy load. You won't see us on the neon strip with backlot ghosts with a tighter grip. If a story leaks, it dies half told. We cut the tongue before it grows bold. Legends brag, ghosts don't. That's why we're rich and they won't. Gates swing shut, wind grabs the chain. Every secret safe again. No witnesses, no names. No roadside shrine, just a trail of vanished in a crooked line. Ask around, you'll hear the same. Nobody saw us, nobody's to blame. plastic smiles, clinking glasses, stacking lies in piles. Back here the air is colder thin, smells like bleach and unrepented sin. We started small, just fists and shouts. Now it's quiet work when we cast you out. No jury seat and no lawyer's plea, just a door that shuts behind you and me. Neon buzz fades behind that door. Heartbeat counts what the floor's for. This backroom guillotine don't need a blade, just a nod and a dead unpaid. You cross our line, you lose your claim. We cut you off from your own name. Whoa, 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 whoa. We sit you down in a wobbly seat, wood-stained dark with old defeat. You start with excuses, bargain and beg, voice shaking from your ankle to your leg. But we keep ledger in bruises and breaks in the sound a jawbone makes. Every lesson handed out in here buys us one more year of fear.
Justice in court talks about rights. Justice in here turns off the lights. Seeing heartbeat slows or furred face like a memory to
Song in the bar hits one last hook. Nobody notices, you never look. Backroom guillotine, soft and clean. No headlines print what this room's seen. You just stop showing up one day and the world forgets you ever stayed. Chair lies sideways, mob takes its due. Door swings open like it never knew. With handshakes alone, I bind your fate in a quiet tone. You come to me when you're out of luck, when every open door slams shut. I slide a page across the table scar, tell you these words can take you far. You sign fast, too desperate to think, never see the shadows in the ink. Your thumb smears red where the pen tip slipped. That tiny mark is where your future flips. It's a blood-stamped contract, simple and clean. Everything owed spelled out between. No loopholes here, no friendly clause, just what you owe and iron jaws. Iron jaws. First few months feel smooth and bright, like maybe you finally did it right. Money flows in, fear steps back. You stop noticing who's keeping track. Then one day notes start coming late. Interest mutates into hate. You try to hide, you try to stall, but my kind always makes the call. You thought the risk was just some fee. The real cost was belonging to me. Knock on the door, soft but firm. Heartbeat jumps like a trapped worm. Blood-stamped contract, debt come due. You pay in more than pounds of you. Some pay cash, some pay tears, some pay with the rest of their years. Pen goes back in its little case, your name erased, leaving just my trace. Leaving just my trace. Leaving just my trace. Blood-stamped contract, debt come due. You're paying more than pounds of you. Some pay cash, some Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yo, whoa, whoa, whoa. They kicked my door and now I hold the room. Curtains closed over looming doom. Hands are bound in the corner shade. Tears on cheeks for choices made. I didn't start out looking for this. Just one more deal that went amiss. Now I'm the villain on every screen, painted worse than I've ever been. Phone lights green on a shaky chair. Chaperoscopes glitter everywhere. I'm the hostage negotiator from hell tonight. I name my prize under trembling light. You want them breathing when the day is done. Meet my demands or count just one. Oh, count just one. Count just one. Voice on the line tries calm and kind, plays gentle tricks on my cracked mind. Says think about them not your age, while marksmen twitch just off stage. I've dealt with men who lied like this. All promises fade into nothingness. So if I'm going down in lead and flame, I'm not the only one leaving this game. You built a world where I had no shot, then act surprised at the mess you got. Whoa, 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 whoa. Click on the line, breath holds tight. Everyone waiting on my next bite. Hostage negotiator from hell, last call. My terms written on this cheap wall. If I walk out, you'll paint me beast. If I fall here, I'm legend to the least. Oh. Whoa. You built a world. Hits floor, window glass shakes. Nobody moves till the tension breaks. Clock and smile, pretend, die a little, repeat. Fuck that shit! Boss says teamwork while he cuts my hours. Tells me work harder from his glass tower. I lift, I stack, I take the blame. Do everything right and still feel shame. My back hurts bad, but rent don't care. So I swallow pain like it's fair. I'm tired of being grateful for crumbs. My heartbeat matches the factory hum. 9 to 5 coffin, close the lid. I'm alive but I don't feel it. Paycheck chains and a plastic grin. Tell me again, how the fuck I'm winning. Oh fuck, I'm winning. I see my reflection in the break room glass. Eyes look empty like years flew past. Friends say grow up like I'm lazy, but this whole system drives me crazy. I don't want rich, I want breathing room. Not a life spent waiting for a tomb. They don't pay you to work, they pay Snare clicks like a pulse, hands numb. I'm counting down till I'm done. 9 to 5, Coffin, hear me now. Won't bow forever, I won't somehow turn into a ghost for a company name. I'd rather burn than rot the same. Turn into a ghost for a company name. I'd rather burn than rot the same. Clock out. Clock out. Still trapped. Everyone who is listening to this right now, turn this shit off. If they hate the noise, maybe they'll finally fucking hear me. Fucking hear me. Dad's upstairs screaming at the TV again. Mom's acting fine like that's how it ends. I'm downstairs punching walls with my thoughts, trying not to become what I grew up taught. My friends say chill, but they don't live here. They don't taste tension like it's in the air. My head is a room with the door nailed shut. Every memory pounding like a kick drum hit. Basement speaker roar, blow it out. Drown the fear, drown the doubt. If love is real, then why's it hurt? Why do I feel like I'm dirt? I'm dirt. I swear I'll be better than I snap again. Say the worst thing and regret again. I see his face in my face sometimes. That's when I hate myself in real time. So I blast that sound till my ears go numb, 'cause silence is where the demons come. I'm not angry for no reason. I'm angry because I remember everything and nobody in this house ever says sorry. Snare clicks like a pulse, my head shake. I'm breathing deep, I'm trying not to break.